Hey guys, what's up? It's your babe Black Ethan here, and today we're doing a natural UK baddie makeup look. Now, this has been requested when I was doing a bunch of cosplay and like Halloween videos, so I didn't really do it that time, and I haven't filmed a video in like a minute. It's been a while. So today I just wanted to sit down, chat, and film a UK baddie look. Hope you guys like the new lighting setup. I have like a light behind me to give me like this little halo effect. I feel like a professional, you know, like here's my Sephora sponsorship, like Huda Beauty, where are you, Natasha Denona, I would like my PR package now, thank you. Period. Alright, I'm talking way too much, so let's just get right into it. Start off, before I even started this makeup look, because I have dry skin, I have been because I have dry skin and winter has already started, I've been getting a lot of flaky flakes, so I did do a skincare sin, which was use a physical exfoliator. This is by Laura Mercier Flawless Skin Space Polish. It's extremely scented. I don't know why it doesn't break out my face, because a lot of products do, but this don't. So yeah, I did do this. I used this before I started this makeup tutorial to get a really nice smooth base. As well, I'm gonna put on 2 moisturizer, because UK makeup is so like dry. I don't know, it's the best way to say it for me. It's like very baked, it's very bright, it's very highlighted, but without moisture, you know. I don't know how to describe it. That's what I'm describing. I'm using the Inky List peptide moisturizer, as well as Laneige's water sleeping mask on top, so that hopefully none of my flakes pop out during this makeup routine. I really like how the peptide, like how it comes out, you just push here and the product comes out. I don't know why, I just think that's so smart. It's like the Virgo in me, you know what I mean? Whenever I see cool packaging, I'm like, ah, that's so efficient. Laneige water sleeping mask. Okay, skincare out of the way, let's get right into brows. I think that's what I'm going to start off first. Always using my cheap little products here. Actually, you know what? Before I even start it, I'm going to start off with some Laura Mercier setting powder on the brow so that the brow does not budge. Just taking a little foundation brush and to get the illusion of a fluffy brow, while I just shaved off half, well not half of it, just like the tail end, is I basically just fill in the tail end that would be there if I had hair there, and then taking the, it's just the same like angled, I guess your typical angled eyeshadow brush. I'm dipping it back inside my little gel, wiping some of it on the back of my hand, and then like going up to kind of create hairs so that it's not so dark at the front, if that makes sense. Now I'm going to take a concealer that's close to my skin tone, and recently I actually got this like little heart thing, so basically you put it at the back of your hand so that you don't have to put makeup at the back of your hand. Like, how genius is that? I got it from AliExpress. It was very cheap, so I'll link it down below if you are in the market for something like this. So I'm just adding concealer at the back of this like little hand palette. I'm taking a small little brush, a little brush like that, to dip inside the concealer, and then we're going to carve out the brow. now to get the bushy brow effect, I am using hair gel like usual. Okay, so now that brows are done, I am starting on with the face. T'Challa, babe! Nothing different. This is just a Tatcha Silk something primer. So something that's different that I usually don't do with this type of makeup is concealer first. Now I'm going to take the same concealer that's on my little palette here and just spot conceal, go over any imperfections so that we get a nice base. Like the base is basically what makes up UK baddie makeup, is having that super highlighted, really pretty base. So I'm trying to look like Barbie. Actually Bratz, because we all know Bratz was the superior doll line. Now I'm going to do a little bit of concealer. This is the same concealer I used to spot conceal, and again it's closer to my natural skin tone, so I'm actually going right under where like most of my darkness is for my under eyes. Now before I take my beauty blender to blend this out, I'm going to take my concealer and I'm like brushing that on my beauty blender so that like it doesn't pick up any more product, if that makes any sense. Because when you use a beauty blender, it tends to absorb the product, right? So now that I'm adding concealer to my beauty blender, it won't absorb it, it'll just actually do its purpose and blend it out. That's basically what I'm trying to get at. Anyways, with that all loaded up, I'm going right inside that corner. Same thing, because all the concealer is gone. I'm doing the same thing. We're loading up the beauty blender. Alright, on the other eye. And boom. Now that's just step one of the concealer. So now after that's all blended out, I'm going to be adding the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer, satin finish in the color medium sand. Like it's white. Like this is Caucasian compared to me. So I'm going to be using this as like a highlighting concealer. And we are going in, like usually I am pretty, I would say chill when it comes to highlighting concealer, but like no, there's no chill when it comes to UK baddie makeup, I swear. I ain't never been with a baddie. She calls, so I added to the tally. That song is stuck in my head. Anyway, now we wait. I'm gonna wait till this dries down a little bit so we get like maximum bright in your face. Alright, see you in like 20 minutes. So I think it's dried down pretty well, so I'm going to take the same thing. I'm just doing a little light layer concealer on there. And bam. This is a lot. This looks like a lot. Alright, so now the concealer is done, but I've already mixed up two foundations, which is this one, the Maybelline Super Stay, and then Laura Mercier's Flawless Radiance Perfection. Slightly because none of these actually fit my actual like face shade, as well as I do like the combination of like the super matte with a super luminous foundation. It tends to not make me dry completely out, because if I put this like on just by itself, my face by the end of the day looks patchy because it's so dry. It's just not a cute look, so I like to mix them. Anyways, I have it on the back of my palette here, have a little thing. I already did this to the face. I'm starting off in very light layers and trying not to go as far as where like the actual highlight is, so I'm not like putting it here, you know what I mean? We're starting on the outer portion of our face. I've actually been really liking this beauty blender. My friend got it to me, so Summer, if you're watching this, hey, thank you. This is like a microfiber like part of it. I don't know how else to describe it but that. And I find that it does like blend out like better, like it keeps a more natural look, especially how I like to use my beauty blenders with no water because it's just too much work for me. This is fantastic if you want to use a dry beauty blender. So yeah. I'll link it down below as well, or at least something similar because it was a gift. So I don't know where she got it. Maybe not from Sephora, I might be wrong. Alright, I talked too much and let that foundation dry down, so we're going back in. So now that the base is almost done, I'm going to take some more Laura Mercier powder. I'm going to bake under my eyes and then just set the rest. I'm not going to do like a crazy bake. I'm just going to dip my little beauty blender in the powder. And then after, on the back of my hand, stamp it till like there's literally almost nothing left and go right under my eye. Now, taking just a little more translucent powder just to set the rest of my face, taking a super fluffy brush, and I'm dusting a lot of this off. With a nice thick fluffy brush, I'm actually gonna pack that and go right over my lids to prep them for some shadow. Okay, now that that's done, I'm gonna be using this mostly to contour and like bronze up my face. This is Natasha Denona's Glow inside the color All Over Glow number 3 Dark. This one is mad messed up, but it creates a really pretty, almost reddy toned, you know, bronze color. And because I'm probably gonna skip on the blush, because I find like they don't really tend to use blush, like, and if it is, it's like a very like light, like kind of like right here to like snatch the face in a little bit more. And like y'all know me with my blush, I just want it all over. So to avoid going overboard on blush, I'm gonna take this nice ready bronzer and bronze up my face. Alright, so I loaded it up going on the back of my hand because this is super pigmented. I'm gonna build it and not go ham like I usually would. Now I'm going to be taking a matte dark brown contour on a very small fluffy brush, and I'm doing the same thing, just making it a little bit more precise so that we get a more, you know, look. But as you can see, like the bronzer is already like warming up my face a lot, and once I do look like front, it does look quite like it's almost blush. So that's what we're going to stick with. Now jawline, it looks snatched. Like literally when I look front, I'm gonna do like a side by side, so hopefully you could see like before I contoured, after I contoured. Taking the same fluffy brush with the Ready Brown bronzer, again tapping that off and just like having a nice wash on the eyes. I'm taking the matte brown color that I use for contour and a smaller brush. And there, I'm gonna leave it at that so that it doesn't get too out of hand. And now it's just gonna be some black liner, lashes, lips, and we're done almost. Oh, I forgot to contour my nose. That took so long. Longer than I'd like to admit, honestly, but it's done. Eyeliner is done. Okay. Now, I recently just did a whole major, you know, AliExpress eyelash haul. Well, not haul. I just bought a lot, so I didn't have to buy any more, really, for a couple months, like I usually do. Have this new pair, which is fun. Like, it's giving Baddie. So, we're gonna try it today. These aren't, no. Maybe, I don't know. I feel like it looks good, like, when I look inside the mirror, but when I look inside, like, the camera, I look at myself inside the viewfinder, I'm like, those do not look good. Like, okay, so now I redid my liner, and I took off the old lashes, because I had to refer back to the UK baddies themselves on TikTok to see what type of eyelashes that they usually wore. So I found another one. This is another huge pack that I got from AliExpress. We're using this bottom row right here. They're a little bit more, I would say a little bit more flared out than a demi wispy. So yes. So these are how these ones look. I think it looks better. Okay, so I think that looks much better. I'm gonna fix my hair and then do a final review. And we're done. So this is how the makeup look turned out. If you made it this far, thank you. Like the video if you like it, dislike the video if you dislike it. It's all feedback, even though nobody could see the dislike buttons anymore. So just like the video maybe, if you want to make my day. Anyways, definitely comment down below on what makeup look I should try next. Follow me on my Instagram and my TikTok. I'm trying to be more active on there and to see more photos and videos of this look. With that being said, I'll see you there. I'll see you next time, and bye!